the hardest thing whenever you take over a program and is them learning how to win. And, and that's what we've been talking so much about. And, we've been close and, you can get close to the, a lot of the ACC teams, but to win games, is really hard. And, and trying to teach those kids how to do that. And tonight was a huge step in just our maturity and our composure. And, I thought start to finish, they really executed the game plan. And then to see them get the win for it is huge.
Right. And I just wanted to ask you a couple of things about going on with your program. The second game in almost 40 days for them to come out and play the way they did and, finish it off well tonight. What's that say about your team and their resiliency?
Well, that is whenever we started and we came during the summer, we talked about, we have no idea what this whole year is going to be about, if we're going to get to play, and then as we had to take that little sabbatical and just, again, it makes your kids hungry to get out there and compete and play. But at the same time, we lost a month in preparation to, competing. And so you really didn't have any idea of what we would come back like. But I was, I've been so pleased with this group, and any challenge, they just, okay, let's go. What's next? And that's a huge testament to who they are and how much they respect each other and are learning how to trust each other.
Right. And going off that respect and trust, I talked to Liatu about it as well. 10 players, I believe, scored today. How unselfish is this team and how willing are they to, let their teammate take the big shot if it means that the team wins the game?
Yeah, and it is that we've come back with a mentality of, once we've come back from COVID, that it's going to take all of us, is that our team isn't in shape to play 40 minutes, is that we're going to have to sub and I think you can see that the depth of our rotation is getting so much better, and I trust those kids to make plays, and they're a really unselfish group. We talked a lot on, in order to win, you have to play as hard as you can play and be a great teammate, and that means giving up, turning down a good shot for a better shot, and they're just now really starting to understand that and being able to make those reads.
Right. And going forward, we talked about it a bit earlier, but just the unselfishness of this team. What did you see as a coach as Clemson started clawing back, pun intended, I guess? But what did you see as a coach in terms of adjustments that you had to make going forward every time they sort of made those runs that closed in and even put themselves ahead a couple times?
Yeah, and we talked, for this game, the major factors were, we knew they would try to come get us, and we had to be composed to break down their pressure and find the open player. And from the start to finish, I thought Day handled that. That was the most composed. She was a point guard at the highest level today. And that's who she has to be for us to win. And I thought she was such a big part of it. And, and that as soon as she is composed and can break down that pressure and then find the open player, we've got players around her now who can make shots. And so I thought that was a big key. And then I thought, our rebounding, our ability to stay with them on the boards and, beat them on the offensive boards, that was such a huge movement in our program of just being able to, against the best rebounding team in our conference, to battle with them. And then I thought that was the two major things, that we handled the pressure and then we're able to get some huge rebounds that really forced them to take away that second chance.
First things first, congratulations on a big game today. What did you see in their defense that you thought you could exploit and have such a great game today?
The middle was open every time. They were trapping Day, and so I saw that as an opportunity to either flash middle or stay short corner. And every time they trapped us, Day was able to find me, or Amy was able to find me, and I was able to put in 2 points.
So as a freshman, obviously, and you have such a talented team, to score 15 points and, one of your first games back, that must be a great feeling. But to have that trust from coach and everybody this early in your career, what's that feel like?
Just buying into his system, trusting the process. That's all it is.
And how have other players on this team really helped you? Some of the veterans on this team, how have they helped you kind of gain some confidence in your abilities going forward here?
They're constantly telling me, they're constantly helping me with stuff. So if I have a question, I know I can go to I know I can go to Jay, and especially AB. Me and AB, we play the same position, as you guys know. And so they're constantly helping me with plays. They're constantly telling me, okay, two, you got this. If I didn't get if I mess up on something, two, you got this. It's always encouragement. So
Right, right. And another thing, you guys had, I believe, 10 players score today. So obviously, from what you've told me, it seems like this team is very unselfish and just wants to win and see each other succeed. But what's that kind of like in the locker room and on the court? How unselfish is this team?
whatever we got to do to win, mentality. Like if somebody's open, we got to give it up. That's what it is. Coming in the game, we knew that Day was going to get trapped. Day knew she was going to get trapped, so it was like, Day, you got to pass up the ball. You got to look, see who's open, and that's what she did. She executed that perfectly, in my opinion.
And as a player, just with everything going on, you had that almost over month-long hiatus, and then you had your second game back moved and this game kind of rescheduled. What's your mentality kind of like going forward?
We're going with a full esteem. It feels good to be here. It feels good to win. We're just gonna keep our heads up and keep doing what we're doing. Keep doing working for us.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Well, first off, congratulations. Great game on your end tonight.
Thank you.
So you and your teammate Leatu both had career high 15 points, and it seemed like from the body language, I know COVID, you can't get all together and jump around and everything, but it seemed like the team was really happy for you both. I mean, what's that chemistry like on this team?
Our chemistry is real good. We like pick each other up no matter we down or up. When things going good, we make sure like things stay going good. And when we down, we try to like pick each other up. We want the best for everyone on our team. No one is selfish. We all be happy for each other. And I feel like that's a huge step to like in our confidence and chemistry as a team.
Right. And going off of that, Clemson closed in on you a couple of times this game and even put themselves ahead. What did you do on the floor there to kind of keep a level head and, work as a team to get back in front and then stay in front?
Well, as a team, we just like stayed composed. Like we talk about composure a lot, not letting other teams speed us up. And we knew that's what Clemson wanted to do. So we came out already knowing like what they wanted to do. And we just didn't let them like do anything they wanted to do.
Right, right. And so going forward, how do you guys plan on carrying this momentum now? Hopefully you get a good string of games together. And how important is it for you to keep this momentum up?
It's real important. I feel like we got to keep going up. Like this is just the start of it, to be honest. And we just going to keep getting better and better.